Hello everyone. Sorry that I'm also realizing I'm sorry this is late, but I also am realizing I need to add some music because otherwise it's gonna be kind of quiet in here. I realized halfway through this that my wet palette was moldy. Let me go get a bit of equipment for this. And this will be a pretty chill stream, hopefully. How you doing, Aridin? I refreshed the chat. I probably shouldn't have. But we're gonna be painting this guy. I haven't painted it a bit, so give me a second to get some of my paints. I wonder if Citadel Paints has a website. Like so. I can look up exactly how. Let's see. It's like a warm brown. I should have done this research beforehand. Okay, well, I'm not seeing anything that describes it. So let me just try and make my best guess. So these are the 3 browns that I think might actually be useful. We'll see. We'll do a few test areas. So snakebite leather. I think this one's a little greener. So let's do a few areas on the base. That's pretty close to what we want. Gosh, the setup is sketch. Yeah, snakebite has a bit more yellow in it. Let's try Gore Grunter's fur. Which I think has it has a bit more red in it. I'm gonna do my best to have it in the camera aim area. Yeah, I think Gore Grunter fur is what we're gonna want. So all the feathers are getting Gore Grunter's fur. Yeah, that's more like it. And actually let me have OBS pulled here, because that will give me more of a real time. And we would just want to... maybe we'll hold it this way. Yeah, that's more like it. And this is going to quickly get us like our darks and lights kind of put in there, and we can lighten certain areas, and we want to go a little bit heavier on some other areas. We're just covering large areas. We don't want to go too heavy-handed on the brush, because we don't want to miss out on a bunch of detail. And we can do a second coat later if I think we need it, which I think we might. This is looking a little bit lighter than I was maybe wanting to. But it's the right coloration, and we'll probably do the second coat in more specific areas. Let me know if the mic is too loud, because it's a little closer to my face, I feel like. We want to be a little bit more careful here. Yeah, let me get this mic a little bit more to the side there, maybe? It's kind of in my way. Yeah, how's everyone doing this fine day? We're just getting a little bit of chill in here this afternoon. Not gonna be a long stream, probably. And this will get us some basic shadows, is kind of the whole idea here. We're kind of going for red-tailed hawk almost coloration. More reddish brown. Alright, so that's kind of that area figured out. Then we gotta get some of this underbelly, which is also feathered. Sorry, that's off camera. We want to make sure the leather is all going to be pretty much black anyway. I don't know if y'all can see this here, but I gotta get the underbelly. We also got to get the underneath of this tail. Which is just a little tricky. And this paint is great because it really gets into the recesses and shadows those areas, and then you can bring out sort of the highlights with other paints later on. See, this is a little too dark along this edge here. I call this method the contrast plus, because it uses contrast. And these smaller feathers, we're gonna not deal with using contrast on them, we're gonna paint those individually. Now we're gonna get this side of the leather. It likes to pull away from kind of harsher edges, so we're probably going to get some white spots, and that's just something we'll have to touch up as we go along. The key thing to remember is that contrast paints are a really great tool to kind of get you started, and then you can use that to really add highlights later on, because you'll know exactly what areas need to get sort of some extra touches. And we're just going to bring that more darker pigment into into the areas we want it. Blech. I haven't really had to talk while painting, so different experience for me. We want a lot of paint in this area here by this shoulder pad or breastplate. And then just kind of get this all in here. Again, a lot of the more finer detail areas we're gonna just paint with regular paints, so it doesn't matter if we get those messed up a bit. But if you look, we've got a pretty nice, it's drying pretty quickly. And once we get the wings, that's gonna look really nice. Shoulder here. And this armor will paint with their gold paints later on. But this contrast method is really easy for beginning, and then you can elevate it, which is the nice thing about it. See, that gets you a really nice look just right out of the bat. Like, mine definitely usually are. I have to brace myself. That's kind of how I make. Thanks. I'm really enjoying how it's going. The rich brown color is nice, and I know exactly what paints I'll need to like. I'll probably shade some areas. Basically, I know what paints I'm gonna use to make it, to elevate it, to make it that contrast plus. So the contrast paints are the ones that I'm using right now, which are really good for beginners. And I think that they're really good in general for just different techniques. They're great for shading. So this area is kind of, it's coming out a little bit brighter than I think I want it. Yeah, I want to do more of these. I like playing games too. I'm so excited for this new zoo. I've been thinking about it today of like how I'm gonna build the first things. But I do want to get these. Oh, true. This is a good, like, chill out background stuff. You can look in every once in a while. It is really hard to get in these recesses. I'm so glad I did not try and glue the wings on first, because it would have been an absolute nightmare. Right there. And again, like I said, we're probably going to use a second coat to just darken everything up. But the great thing is for the areas you're not going to see very often, you can just leave that contrast and it kind of does the job there. You don't have to go hyper detailed in all the areas, just in all the areas that people can see. And that's how we can get a piece like this done pretty quickly, hopefully. Because we're already getting big swaths of it really broken down. I wonder if I can move this a little bit more this way. Yeah, that's better. That should really get y'all a good view. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. Let me know if the music is too loud or if the mic is too loud, because this is the first time using this kind of setup. Let's see if there's any other areas that really need covering just a little bit in there. It's all metal. There. Also, a good thing about contrast is they're so watery. Once you actually, if you make a mistake, you can actually go over with a real, like, thicker paint. And even if the contrast is darker, the thicker paint will cover it pretty well. Definitely gonna have to do some more streams like this because I'm loving the painting. It's been a while. I think this face is gonna be the brown color as well. I'll double check the reference image. Oh, the reference image they have is brighter. We'll figure out a way to do that. We'll still use this, but we'll go light, really light on this one. Darker here. I mean, they go light on those belly scales. I'm not going to do that. Or belly scales, belly feathers here along the neck. I think I like this darker brown. We can just cover all of this. But we can definitely use this contrast to darken some areas up. Later on, some of this head looks lighter. That's good for this buddy. Let's start painting the wings. And real quick, we're gonna wipe off all this paint and we're gonna see if we can really lighten this face. By just take a lot of the paint and just rub it off. Just while it's drying. Let this guy dry. And here we go, getting this color on. feathers on towards the end of the wings, the darkest. Well, it's gonna be based in Switzerland. I know I had said that I was gonna do the community zoo would be in Switzerland, but I think I got too much of a vision of it at this point. But sort of the first area is going to be India. Yeah, we're gonna do the first area is India. And then kind of go to the foothill of the Himalayas from there and see. Yeah. And so the first building will be kind of an Indian house. So we can have the peafowl, the new butterflies, a few modded birds. I think we're gonna have a great Indian hornbill and and then we'll do some sort of I think we'll do the lion-tailed macaque in that building as well. Asian forest scorpion. We might have one of that building also lead out to like a Southeast Asia section, so we can have the Bornean elephants. Because I want to do it as an all-species zoo. Sort of inspired by Stone Souls. He's got a giant all-species zoo, and I think Planet Zoo Plus is going to make that easier because the size of the enclosure is not going to be as bad. But I'm doing it in franchise because I'm getting the franchise itch again. I think it Stockholm Syndromed me. Yeah, I guess mine's kind of doing that, but in reverse. Like, we'll probably start off in some of the... I think I just know now how to make... Yeah, I think I'm going to add a mod that allows me to do different... I think there's a mod that lets you do multiple... like, so that they won't care about plants as much. But I think I might just say, heck, let's not be super realistic in this zoo. I also think I'm probably going to be a little bit more... try and be a little bit more, performance focused. I think we might need to do some changes to Tri-State. You can. And am I... You can. What am I missing? Box settings. Pretty sure where you can have a certain amount of money. Now the question is, what am I missing in franchise? It's not research. I hate the research thing. Maybe I'll do sandbox. Oh, well, I know one thing that I'm missing. Franchise just performs better on YouTube. The big thing... I'll give feedback too. I won't be too critical probably, but I'll give some feedback and try and not be crushing, but also give tips. Helsinki? Or you got another idea? Give me a sec. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm gonna be right back. I just ate dinner. We are back. Where's my... This is supposed to be here. Oops. Why is this... There we go. I don't know, that shouldn't block it. Oh, it's the same. Sorry, Mustard. Yeah, hey, Normand. Yeah, I was rushing because when I looked at my wet palette, found out that my wet palette had mold in it. So I had to kind of rush to figure out what I was going to use. Parchment paper should work. Let's shake this up again. How's everyone doing on Juneteenth? So, I just got to chill, play some board games with my wife. Nice. I'm trying to do a very modern zoo for my next one. So I'm gonna take some, for the Indian building, I know I'm gonna take some influence from the Berlin Zoo's Rhino Pagoda, but I don't know what else. Yeah, I don't think I'm really gonna think about it too much on terms of like, are the animals too cold or whatever. So yeah, we're just getting this nice. Oh. This... Alright, so we're getting this all... Yeah, no. I mean, that makes sense. I'm giving up on that, though. Because, I mean, mine's going to be set in Bern, Switzerland, which is pretty sure it's right at the base of the Alps. So, same thing, but I just don't want to, I want to make it look as good as possible, basically, without caring too much. More for caring about actual realism. This zoo will be nice. I want to build Africa soon, because I haven't really built or Africa and Planet Zoo in forever. And do the second cook. I don't know. I think inspired by ZH, I'm going to do the tiger. So the Bengal tiger will look over the habitat. I think it's going to be nilgai, black buck, and the Indian rhinoceros. This is coming along pretty nicely. Hopefully I can pin this wing nicely. Yeah, we're really getting this to look pretty close to what a red-tail hawk feathers would look like. Yeah, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do mine. I know it's gonna be based kind of around the mountain, so, or several mountain. I'm using a lot of different zoo influences, including zoo. I think it's Zoo Vienna that has a bunch of their aviaries built into, like rockside. Hello, greetings! We are getting the wings for this Lord Vigilant kind of color blocked out. For the full Asian section, in Finland. Is it supposed to be a modern zoo or a more outdated zoo or what? That's kind of getting this blocked out. Sorry that was so far away from the camera. Okay, give me a second to think on that Indian one then. But yeah, this is my first real painting stream. So I'm still trying out this new, like, setting up the camera this way and stuff. So, any tips or tricks about audio levels or where the if I need to zoom in a bit more, Yeah, I really suck at naming areas. So now this can go dry, and we'll start looking back at the base guy. So it looks like we got a pretty good coat on a lot of this area. I think we're gonna block. This is all gonna get a second. This is gonna get a second coat because that's supposed to be darker. And then here's supposed to be darker as well. Alright, we'll do. Because usually it's not set for the background. How's that? That better? Yeah, that looks good. I was thinking if it was like an older style zoo, you could call it like the Orient Passage or something like that. I know using the term Orient has kind of fallen out of fashion, so kind of would give you an idea of an old-timey feel for a zoo on that one. Sweet. So then here, oh, got a hair. Ionis. I'm trying to remember who that is. I've been so far removed from it for a little bit. Oh, yeah. I assume you've got him on the dragon and not on the older one. Yeah, actually, so I'm trying to go for the base one, because Irridan comes with the axe, and... yeah, okay, cool. I mean, that always works for a name. Yeah, well, I don't... on Architect of Paint, I'll just call you Architect, if that's okay with you for the nickname. I usually don't do dry brushes too much. I do some. But it will definitely be at least partially. I'm doing a technique that I don't know. It's probably not unique to me, but I call it contrast plus, where I go over contrast and then kind of use that contrast base to kind of so I got this for Father's Day, and I was told $100 budget. And it was between this or the dragons. And then I realized that I was looking at it in euros, and that, in fact, this was over $100. Let me show off a few of my finished miniatures for y'all who have painted. I started off with Seraphim. This guy is not finished, but he's almost finished. Nice mustard. I love this guy. Yeah, I've tried glazing a little bit, but I haven't really mastered that skill yet. This is one where I haven't... he's broken a little bit, but this is one I painted in college, because I know I painted him in college because I remember the painstaking getting all of these scale highlights done. this is my Engine of the Gods, which I'm doing. I need to fix him because he's one of the main units in my Path to Glory. Let me see. Here's one of the Corvus Cabal, which is, this one is painted using my newer method, yeah. So this is my contrast plus method. It's not really focusing, unfortunately, but it makes it really easy to paint these guys, where I do contrast and then a highlight over it. Don't really have anything on hand close to show anything else off, so let's get back to it. So yeah, we've now darkened that area quite a bit, which is going to make highlighting it a little bit nicer. And so then we want to darken these feathers. Yeah, I know it's a beginner style, but I feel like if you... What did I just hear? Sorry, one sec. Oh, that's what it is. Thanks for the subscribe, Norman. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you just mix contrast with other paints, I feel like it does well. If you just do contrast, it's maybe not as useful, but mixed with other paints, it can really bring everything together. True. Because if you really master more beginning styles, you can kind of just add on to them. I did do some wet blending. I don't trust myself with wet blending anymore, just because I haven't done it. I haven't painted in a while, if it's not obvious. Just life got in the way, work, and stuff, but now that I stream, I kind of have a way to really... And now that I have better equipment from streaming, I have an excuse to say, like, oh yeah, I'm doing it, and at least on Twitch, I'm earning money doing it. YouTube one day. In the far future. If I'd have to guess. I say that. YouTube, I've been growing pretty quickly. I should put my Discord link down below so that if y'all want to show off y'all's... Thanks for the follow. Wait. Now it's confusing me. Yeah, let me post the Discord link so that y'all can show off y'all's stuff if you want to. Because we do have Warhammer channel. Most of the people there aren't there for Warhammer. Yeah, most of the stuff on there is not Warhammer focused, but I'd like to build my Warhammer community a little bit more. I kind of started on YouTube with Warhammer being my most popular stuff, and then I started doing Planet Zoo, and that took off, and I had a blast with it, so I kind of took a step away from Warhammer for a bit, but I'm back. Trying to think of how long I've been painting now. Like, if I was just to say when I started painting, because I know I started painting when I was 16, so I am 25 now. That is 9 years. Wow. And some of my old stuff is dog crap. But you gotta start somewhere. I think I kind of have a Warhammer channel, but I need to expand that. We'll expand that later. Discord has been a new language for me. Now here we really want to, there's some white specs that we want to make sure that we cover all that. It's just called Warhammer, it's in the general. It probably needs its own. Thank you. Appreciate it. I need to talk to Silco about getting that added if I myself aren't going to add it, because yeah, we mostly do gaming on the channel, but Norman, I see you joined as well. Let me wave to you in the Discord. Appreciate it. Yeah, the name Greyhammer came from my friend actually came up with the name. If you see, I have a few battle reports out on the channel. If you see that, he's in the newest Path to Glory one we did. And he said, well, you know, it's Warhammer, but we always have gray miniatures, so that's Greyhammer. And so the name kind of stuck. I mean, I'd eventually like to make it in a company that all of us kind of get money from playing Warhammer and stuff. I don't know. It could be fun. But it's kind of expanded, and I enjoy the channel in general. That's kind of darkened some of the wings, so let's meld that in with the others a little bit. I'd imagine I don't know a lot of European America's sections. Oh, thanks for the sub. Oh, that looks cool. I think vampires is going to be my next army, because I like the historical look of them. Nice. Oh yeah, you got some actual fire, like, what is it, OSL on source lighting. Coolio. I see you saying you have several hundred more. I get that. I have a whole shelf slash desk full of the stuff. I think I have, I don't want to know how many thousands of dollars worth of miniatures. Because I know I have 120 skinks at least. Alright, let's do the sort of shading here. Ah, nice. Ah, cool. Yeah, actually, a friend at work commissioned me to do her D&D miniatures. 2 of her D&D miniatures, which was pretty fun. I got paid for that, and nice. Ideally, when I move next, I'm gonna have a man cave. That's kind of one of the things that I'm probably going to need in our new house. Right now, we live in a 2-bedroom, but this office is the bedroom, and well, we've got a kid on the way, so it's not gonna work for much longer. Just because this room also gets really hot, so it's not gonna work for an infant anyways. I don't want my kid getting hot, because if they're anything like me, they're gonna be burning up all the time. So, hopefully we'll be looking for a new house, and then I'll get a full... Thanks. We're excited. Very excited. We just found out last Tuesday. Oh, I haven't even revealed this on stream yet, but let me see if any of my friends are in the chat real quick. Just because... No, okay. I'd prefer to tell them in person. We're having a boy, and so I'm really hoping that I can get them into Warhammer 2. Oh, shoot. I wonder why. I think, Normand, you might have to wait a little bit, because it has to add you as a member, and I think... How long does it take for you to get added as a member? You should be a member by now. Hold on. I don't do well on... Yeah, no, we were happy no matter what. Let me see if I can... Channel, okay, come on. Server settings, let me see if I can just manually add you. Roles. Manage members. Norm. I don't know why it didn't tag you. Try now. Try posting just like one, maybe. One picture. And then maybe it will show through. There we go. Nice, Mortarian. I assume you do airbrushing then, if those wings look airbrushed. Hey. I tried airbrushing, but the airbrush I had kept getting clogged up. Sweet. I'm glad to have y'all in the Discord. I'll look at all those pictures after stream, but during stream I think I'm gonna... Yeah, that's one of the things. Sometimes I prefer to assemble everything. This one, I looked at it and I was like, no, these wings need to be... I'm just gonna cover this. I'm not gonna go super detailed on this butt area, so I want to just cover that. Yeah, my dad had an old airbrush, so I tried that a little bit, but it didn't work out great for me. We're just gonna add some areas. I said finishing touches. No, not finishing touches. All of this is gonna get worked on quite a bit. But just making sure there's no bit of the Corax white sticking out. Man, I'm really liking how this is looking. Let's see if we can get it to focus on. I mean, yeah, I like the transition. We'll try and make that a little bit more interesting, but let me show off my Stormstrike Chariot, because we're definitely going to use some of the techniques that I used on that one. I like the sound of that mustard Pop-Tart. So this is my Yndrasta. So, sort of that ashy. Looks... I really love this miniature. She's kind of a beast on the tabletop as well. This is my Stormstrike Chariot. I love this miniature. They also kind of wreck on the battlefield. So yeah, we're gonna kind of use some of the techniques that we used on these guys for the Morgriff. So they're a little bit more orange, and we might add some of that orange into like the head. Yeah, that sounds good too. I think I'm probably gonna go with similar for my zoo. Go for similar style as what I was planning. I'm trying to remember if I had named it at all, but I think it was a South Africa section. Will probably be what I've got the mountain. And then the Congo, which probably going to change some of the architecture around it, maybe. I don't know, I liked the architecture that I was going to go with. Congo has some actual really nice architecture in the form of old churches that look really, really cool. And I guess I'll have a Madagascar section as well for my planet. Probably a Madagascar house. But yeah, Mustard Pop-Tart, we're gonna have cool. Well, you seem as OCD/autistic as me when it comes to zoo planning. Man, I love these miniatures. I should... That Bellicor looks so good. For me, my next army is either in between... It's kind of in between Slaves to Darkness or... Slaves to Darkness, or... What's my other one? The Vampire. 1 second, let me go grab my 40k army. There we go. So these are, it's got all dust all over it. But Ventrillian Nobles, Astra Militarum. You got to use that gloss black. Yeah, I really like this. We'll probably do a stream where we'll do working on the Bane Blade, because the Bane Blade is sort of the bane of my existence. It's still drying on the underside of this wing. Let me look at my paints and see, try and remember what I used for... I'm so glad to have my Warhammer group actually doing stuff. That's neat. Don't think it was this. No. You know what? I think I have my other paints in the other room. Also, I can't wait to paint Lord Croak at some point. I have him. I just need to actually paint him. Oh my gosh, got some good paint jobs in the Discord now. I'm also super excited for the DLC. It's Skeleton Horde is what we're going to use on the body. And then I think I use Gryph-hound Orange. We want to go really light on this one. I mean, yeah, I'm going to just be getting ready for it this weekend. Prep for the DLC. Yeah, let's get this color block in. I mean, smallest elephant species, yeah. I don't know if Sumatrans are smaller or bigger. From what I've seen, I'm gonna do all of them, because again, I'm trying to do an all-species zoo. So I'm gonna have all three. I love getting the initial colors down and how simple it looks, but yet it still looks good. And then just taking that and running with it to make it look as good as possible. That's my whole thing that I love. True. Honestly, climate-wise, you probably are best with going with an Indian, but I saw there's a pretty good Indian elephant remaster mod. Oh, true. Phones are a little bit trickier to watch stuff on and do things at the same time. We're kind of getting... I think I believe the Indian elephant is the most, I think Indian elephant is the most cold resistant of the elephant species. But I'm not 100% sure. Really trying to get this guy to match pretty well with our chariot. Because I'd imagine this guy would lead the chariot. The African elephant is the best cold resistant? Interesting. Is that my wife on the way home? Sorry. My wife is on the way home. Sorry if y'all saw my face there for a bit. I don't think y'all did. So, we're gonna be done streaming soon. So let's try and get as much done as possible. Wow. My wife's in the chat. We're making good progress on it. It is starting to dry, though. Yeah, I'm gonna do, since I'm doing franchise, I'm going to be doing Planet Zoo, or since I'm doing franchise, I'm gonna start with Indian peafowl, and then I'll do the butterfly. Finish this hand. This we won't do 2 coats of. We might do a little bit of it to shade. Or we'll probably use Seraphim Sepia to do a little bit of shading. If needed. Oh, it is later than I thought it was. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun, right? Few white specks are still left. Honestly, today has just flown by. As off days do. Let's see, I think I got pretty much all the areas. I'll probably be putting... thanks. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna be going until my wife gets... She's grabbing dinner, so it might be a little bit before we're finishing up, but I really do appreciate it. For mustard, I would probably be putting them... Normally I would put them in the Africa section, but I'm gonna put them in my India section because, well, let me grab one of my thinner paints, or thinner brushes. Well, actually, this one needs full underside painted. But so that I can stay ahead on the DLC, I'll be keep putting them in my Asia section, but I feel like they're pretty much entirely thought of as an African animal. But I think I'm going to have the caracal and honey badger in with my, like, grasslands of India. Africa's probably the second section for me. Nice. That really means a lot. It means a lot from y'all because I've seen how y'all paint, and y'all paint really well, so it's good to see other people liking my stuff. And we will finish this one day. One thing about contrast paints is you always get these little white specks where it doesn't fully get in. So you gotta clean those up. So now let's use this finer brush to find all those and just fully attack them. Yeah, I'll probably save like Oceania and South America for like little freebies because the so little species selection in those areas that it's really easy to just kind of tackle those. Oh, nice architect. Yeah, same. Is it just under your same channel name that you have here? Why is it not reading it aloud to me now? Yeah. At least I can still see it. Alright, cool. Then, yeah. Once the stream is over, I'll give you a subscribe and... Oh. Yeah, I should have gotten a notification also that you followed me, so that will make it even easier for me to find you. Yeah. Now let's just kind of use a bit of this to kind of underscore. What kind of music do you do? I don't really write my own, but I do play. Probably not very similar music, I'd guess, but... I should be able to just click your name. Oh. Hold on. Gotcha. Looks like you do metal. Dark ambient. I just was doing it based off. Yeah, probably not. I don't know if you could tell by my background music, but I'm a bluegrass kind of guy. I play mandolin, which is why there's so much mandolin in my background music. I haven't listened to anything even, well, I say that. Yeah, I know it's very different, but now we're gonna just make the very darkest areas here on the edge. be fair, this song is not very bluegrassy. Oh, y'all can't see that at all. So sorry. I mean, I do have played a bard for D&D. Yeah, that looks good. Really great. They're technically considered new grass, but a great new grass band to listen to is the Arcadian Wild. Poor Man's Poison is a great one as well. They're more their story's pretty cool. Like, they were nice mustard. Yeah, the closest I've gotten to metal in a really long time has been Skillet. My job is visual inspecting, so I can get... It's all too quiet. Though I just became a specialist, so it's more paperwork writing for me now. True. Are we talking about first minis we ever painted? My first miniature I painted for y'all in the Discord was a Grimwrath Berserker for Age of Sigmar. But my dad had a bunch of old, like, metal D&D minis that kind of inspired me. Yeah, there's not too many... So I guess for Finland natives, it would be, what, polar bear? There's a few species you could do. Polar bear. Nice. I need to get some of the new Source Warriors, because they look pretty cool. You could also do, I'm pretty sure at least, Wolverine and Eurasian Lynx, right? It's coming along nicely. Oh, and Grey Seal. You can do Grey Seal too. And I bet the swans live there as well. So there's a few you can get. It's not so bleak. Yeah, I know my Europe section was gonna have... yeah. Oh, nice. I went for my, I went to Alaska for my first wedding anniversary, and that was last year, and we went to the Vancouver Aquarium, and they had harbor seals and Stiller sea lions. Are you East Coast or West Coast Canada? If you don't mind me asking. Ah. Nice. I've not been East Coast, Canada before. But I've been to Vancouver twice. I was gonna say, with a name like Norman, that you've got to be French Canadian, right? That's, I guess, I should have. I'm not super familiar with Canadian, like. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that is a lot of space. Yeah, my family is Flemish, so we got to England through William the Conqueror's agreed mustard. So they got to England through the Norman conquest, which is probably how a lot of people got to England, but mix of Flemish and true. I'm primarily German and Welsh ancestry, but Scots is one of the... Yeah, I love the badgers. I haven't actually built for them, I just love badgers. So it's funny, the nickname my parents gave me was Tommy, which is an Italian name. But as far as I'm aware, we have no Italian. Yeah, my mother's maiden name is Wilhite, so very, very German. So without too much, like, fine detail work, we've already made this feathering look interesting. Ah, I'm actually going to Germany next year. Gonna be going for my 3rd wedding anniversary. We're gonna go see some of the zoos. Yeah, it was Wilhelm, and then they anglicized it to Wilhite, because it sounds a little bit less... They anglicized it during, like, World War I, World War II era. Because, yeah, during that era, why would you want to be super, super associated with Germans? But, I mean, it's cool now. I don't know as much about my German side of the family. Yeah, we're looking to go see Berlin and Leipzig, because between those 2 cities we can visit 3 zoos. So, y'all probably have figured out through the chat by now that I'm a big fan of zoos and animals in general. My great-grandfather, he fought in World War II. Cool. I've looked at some tours. I don't remember their reptile house because I've looked at so many tours at this point. But cool. But he fought in the Italian campaign. He was in the 10th Mountain Division, which is one of the highest decorated World War II divisions, because they fought on skis. Which is pretty cool. And was actually, Mustard, you'll get a kick out of this, it was actually based off of a Finnish... after a Finnish ski platoon took down a Panzer platoon Yeah, you're speaking that like someone who really wants to move to Finland. But they took a bunch of Vermont dairy farmers and put them on skis, and we're like, yeah, y'all are going to Italy. But my grandfather was a messenger, so he delivered messages on ski. But he got the Purple Heart because shrapnel hit him while he was running a message. I'm really liking the way that this... Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy, architect. It's a cool story, though. Ah, shoot. I'm once again not putting things on camera. Yeah, I mean, I find the history of it very interesting. I love military history, but reality of being in it is terrible. Though sometimes it's a necessity, but yeah, real world, it sucks, but yeah, I can imagine. I thought about being a military contractor. Because where I live, we have a lot of Air Force bases, and they want engineers. I'm biomedical engineers, so they wanted biomedical engineers to work on things like exoskeletons and studies on planes to see how G-force affects pilots and stuff like that, but didn't get the job. Would have paid a ton, but I would have had to move further south in South Alabama, and that's in the middle of the country. I mean, I could see it being just too real to you. I don't know. Though I guess Afghanistan wasn't necessarily trench warfare, but I'm more of an ancient warfare guy. In fact, we're playing Battle Brothers tomorrow, which is very much like medieval style mercenary warband. I'm liking how this guy is starting to look. Like, still a long ways to go, but definitely coming together. Yeah, true. So those wings, like, they really just pop in very nicely. Just want to see how it looks. Those yeah, it's a really cool mini. My wife just texted me. Let me see if I can actually grab. Maybe I can see it through here. No. One second, y'all. I need to see my text. I'm gonna put y'all on the Be Right Back screen so I can just quickly look at that. The D&D campaign that I ran was kind of like an alternate history, and so they were in the Punic War. Yeah, the campaign I ran was pretty fun, but it was like they were mercenaries for Carthage, and the first thing they had to do, and it was like fighting against Rome. It's pretty fun. What of this can I paint quickly before my wife gets home, do I think? What can I get done? Oh, why is it showing unstable? Yeah, I started D&D during college, so I haven't been playing for too long, probably 4 or 5 years, but it's kind of, no, that's not Hammers of Sigmar. So these would be blue. I can maybe get some of the blue in. Or actually gold, probably. Probably can't finish all of the gray, but yeah, actually, my friend just started a D&D campaign. We'll be doing that Monday, I think. Yeah, let's get this gold detailing put in. I love the Retributor gold armor. It just is such a nice color. And then using Gilliman flesh over it as its shade works spectacularly well. At first I didn't like Hammers of Sigmar because they were just so gold, but then once the kind of newer line of Stormcast came out, they started looking really good. Old Stormcast I was never a fan of. New Stormcast looks super sick. You're right. I never do it, but I should. What do I have in here I could use? Yeah, I know it's best practice. I never do it. But here we go. We've got our metallic. Alright, let's get this lined in. It's always nice to get that first coat of paint on and just have it smoothly move on. It's a beautiful feeling. And then you start stressing out once you get to the other coats with highlighting and stuff, and it becomes way more intense. But the first coat's always nice. Since I'm not working on a wet palette right now, I gotta be more careful. Oh, I might... I may hit you up on that at some point. I don't know, I haven't looked at 3D models in a bit. I painted one of them, and I was not impressed with the quality. I'm sure the quality's improved now, but... that is just the way of things, that stuff improves. These are all leather. Okay. Probably was filament print. That's what I have. When I was in college, that's what we used for our 3D prints. I didn't really print out any miniatures or anything with it. Maybe I should have while I had the opportunity. Because for my senior design project, we had to 3D print some stuff out. That was my job, and it was really cool. You probably want to make it not just a giant loop, just to consider people who maybe get tired. Would be my suggestion, Mustard Pop-Tart. But, I mean, my zoot follows. That's fair. Okay, cool. Yeah, that works better. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I've only ever 3D printed out things that were like therapeutic devices, so... Still cool. And it was cool to design something like that. And I do know how to 3D model and stuff. Oh, shoot, sorry if y'all heard that my brush hit the mic. here we go, just kind of making that gold stick out nicely there. It's definitely showing us different areas that need a little bit of work. Dog's excited because my wife's home? No. I'm gonna flip the screen. Wait, what am I flipping? That's not it. Oops. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to flip. There you go. Because somehow I flipped it in the middle of doing stuff. And it was making it harder for me to... Chat's in the way. Chat can go over there. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out the layout here. Chat can go over there. I don't think I'm gonna be doing stuff over there. My wife texted me. My wife is on her way home. Let me go see. We'll still be a little bit before we leave, but let me just go ahead and see if there's anyone on Twitch I want to raid. I don't know anybody who paints minis, so I can't really recommend y'all to one of them. We may just not raid, because I don't know. Don't know there. They almost got me. I feel like this was more angled this way. Maybe not. Sorry, guys. Are you on Twitch as well, Architect? Because that's the thing on Twitch. I can send people to a different channel. I don't think I can. Yeah. Is there a way I can send y'all to other streams? I don't think YouTube really lets you. Yeah. I don't know how to do that. But tomorrow we'll be streaming Battle Brothers and seeing how long we can survive in the medieval mercenary life. Probably not very long. Yeah, totally understand that. I still gotta figure out some ideas for my zoo, so I would look up like Finnish. If you're going for modern, go like look up Finnish modern architecture. If you're building and see if that can give you any reference images. And then Pinterest is always helpful. Okay, then maybe look up. Besides the Stockholm Zoo, I don't really know of any Scandinavian zoos. Oh, that's bold. I stream, I try and do 3 videos a week. This week has been it's been crappy and good on the recording, is that I've mainly just used Twitch clips and uploaded those to YouTube. But that's looking nice. Yeah, I might look for reference. I don't know too many Scandinavian zoos, but you could probably look at some zoos. You could look at the Stockholm Zoo entrance, and then probably your next best bet would be some Dutch zoos, if you want to get reference from sort of surrounding area. There's a lot of Dutch zoos, so that's probably going to be your main source. Yeah, shorts of like yeah, I don't know Finnish architecture super well. But yeah, shorts do pretty well if you do like a highlight of like your painted miniature on a turntable. At least they did pretty well for me. You could probably do like a greater flamingo as your opening exhibit if you're doing India, or a peafowl. Those two are good opening species. The lion-tailed macaques probably aren't the worst either. Ah, you just stealing my ideas? Kidding. It's pretty standard. Yeah. I will say, I've got notes for both of you. So for Architect, getting the camera right for painting is really tough, at least for me. I just got a Boon arm that kind of carries my phone. Which makes it quite a bit easier. But, showcases are a lot easier. You just put it in like a light box, put a turntable in there, and film a like 30-second short with it. Put some dramatic music behind it. If you can do some visual effects, like flashing as lightning or whatever, good on you. I haven't really worked on doing that. If we do more painting, then I'll probably... Which we will probably do more painting in the future. Because this has been fun. Ah, yeah, that works then. I never really had the equipment, and then I just got this cheap arm off of TikTok, and then I just checked like reviews on it, and the reviews were positive, and so yeah, I've got an arm for my microphone and then an arm for my phone, and my ring light attaches to that. I use my phone as a camera because I've got a Google Pixel and the camera's really nice on it. Yeah, I mean, I can't... I think I'm getting some maybe bad bitrate right now. I don't know why. My internet should be top-notch. But let me look at my reference image. Okay, they have that as iron. I guess my shaky hands don't really make the camera focus on it super well either. But at least on the OBS, what I'm looking at is pretty good. I mean, really the best thing is to have good lighting. I probably should turn up my lighting, maybe? I don't know. That might cause too much crazy highlights. So there's supposed to be steel underneath there. More paint. Am I recording this at doing this at 30 FPS? Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, 25 US for this arm with the light. And it's got nice adjustment levels. Yeah, lighting's the most important thing. You can have a really expensive webcam, and without good lighting, everything's gonna suck. And I was looking at doing like document cameras, and then I was like, why would I do that when I have this amazing camera that is my phone? Wow, my stream is really behind. Oh. Let's think. We got. What was I was checking to see what all the bits and bobs are. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh wait, no, but this is for. Okay, so that's supposed to be. Okay, yeah, all. Oh, my wife's home, so we're gonna end the stream here. We got a lot done. I like the progress that we made. The wings look nice next to everything. We'll definitely get more done in the future, but I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next